Space exploration, anything like propulsion, aerothermodynamics, it's amazing. I love it. I would love to tell you a specific reason, like, something deep and resonative, but space is cool, man. Rockets are cool, planes are cool. That's about like my justification for it. One of the reasons that I picked aerospace engineering is because it's rocket science, right? You know the joke, oh, it's not rocket science, right? For some reason in my head, I always wanted to say, it's not rocket science. Trust me, I would know. My name is Tanuj. I'm 21 years old, and I'm currently a master's student at the University of Central Florida.
I've known Tanuj since high school. I never knew the extent of his situation. Going into college, I knew he had to do his whole bachelor's in mechanical engineering in 2.5 years, which I just thought he was very motivated. But hearing right now, waiting for acceptance into the United States without any direct path to being granted that, I had no idea. And it's really shocking to hear that. And I had no idea there were people out there like that. Come on, he's done a mechanical engineering degree in 2.5 years, which is unheard of. Nobody does that. He's doing a master's program right now. It would be crazy to kick him out of this country.
Mom, my dad, and myself, we shifted in 2004 to New Jersey. I have maybe 1 or 2 memories from India, and even then they're like very hazy, and they might have been from photos or pictures that I've seen, so I don't know if it was actually me remembering them. I say that I'm from New Jersey, but obviously I'm from India. I say that I'm from New Jersey because, I was brought up there. I have a lot of like early memories from there. 2 memories from India, the rest of them from New Jersey. Most of my early childhood, like all of my preschool, elementary school friends from New Jersey. I think this is actually in the US. Yeah, this is in the US. That's at my cousin's house. She still lives there. That's me right there. I didn't know how to swim at that point, because that was my first time in a pool. So I got a flower life jacket.
Tanuj was 4 years old when he moved in here. I don't think he remembers a thing.
He does not remember India.
He does not remember anything in India.
This is his home.
This is his home now.
For him, India would have been a foreign country. So it would be hard.
It wasn't until high school that I kind of clicked, I guess. Like, you can tell me something my whole life, but until I sit down and I think about it and I'm like, whoa. And it wasn't until my, I'd say like sophomore year of high school when my dad said, hey, you might not be going to college in the US, you might be, going back to India, turning 18. I was like, is it that big of an issue? Like, that was around when I was thinking about what colleges I wanted to go to. One thing my mom always stressed me is that education over anything, right? She valued education over anything else. I remember back in middle school, in my 7th grade year, I was in Algebra 1, right? Like, it was an advanced program, and then they put me in Algebra 1, and I was getting a C. Like, I was on the borderline between passing and failing. My teacher, called her, and I was, there too. And he was like, I don't think your son should be in Algebra 1. She sat me down, she was like, you're gonna pass this class. You value education over anything. And I did. I ended up getting an A in the class. And actually, me passing Algebra 1 was the reason I was able to take pre-calc in my freshman year and able to finish all my math in high school, you know, allowing me to graduate before I turned 21. The only way that I was taught it is because of the stakes. It was pass your classes or fail and not get a bachelor's before you know, age out. It was always a pass or leave the country type of mentality. And like, yeah, it was a lot of pressure in the moment, but I guess who I am as a person is because of that pressure.
I received a call from his second grade teacher that your child is extraordinary. We want to recommend him for a test called IQ test. So we knew that he's something extraordinary since he was a child.
Second, when he was in second grade.
A lot of my friends look forward to their 21st birthdays. I didn't. Turning 21 was not something that I wanted to celebrate. A lot of people thought turning 21 for themselves was when they got their sense of freedom. For me, it was when I lost my sense of freedom. I got my license taken away, I got my visa status taken away. I didn't have a 21st birthday. I didn't want to celebrate it. It wasn't fun for me. My parents and I, we went to my aunt's house, just a bunch of family getting together. I got a couple of birthday wishes, but that was about it. Like, I didn't do anything. I always had a backup plan in my head. If I had to move to India, I would move to India, but I had family there, so I would be taken care of. I wouldn't have to do things alone. That was up until April 2021, where before that, I could move to India, my uncle's there, and he always told me, like, don't worry about anything, drop everything and leave if you have to, I'll take care of you. He passed away in April 2021, and the second he passed away, you know, family grieved and everything, but that backup plan, gone. Family moved to the US after he passed. My dad had to go there for a while, and he told me, don't come to India. He flat out told me that. And so losing that backup plan was rough. I was still doing my undergrad when he passed away. And so going into summer, I'd already been accepted to grad school at that point, but I didn't know if the F1 would get approved. I didn't know if the government would let me go to school, even though I grew up in the US my entire life. In my head, it was a very real possibility that I would just have to leave. I knew you had immigration issues, but I didn't know how extensive it was. And that's about how it is for most of my friends, save for a couple of them. I don't think I've gone into detail about the exact specifications. One, because I don't want to bore them to death with legislation and politics and stuff, but two, because I think I would just get tired about explaining it over and over again. And when I found out about Improve the Dream and stuff, and there was this community of people that knew what an F1 visa was, what an H4, what an H1, that knew like how the process worked and everything, and being able to talk to them on a more fundamental level was something that I wish I had early on. And that was something I was really fortunate to find.
There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way.